Now the third topic which we are going to talk about under related angles is adjacent angle. Adjacent angles. Children, these are very important. These concepts should be clear to you because they are going to help you in further studies related to lines and line segment. Okay? So what are adjacent angles? Or suppose you look at the figure, a line being intersected by a ray. Okay? Now एडजेसेंट मीन्स व्हाट? पड़ोसी, या तो पड़ोस में जो रहता है उसको एडजेसेंट कहते हैं, जो आपके पास में ही आपके घर के लग के, या तो फिर द वन who's beside you, exactly beside you, is called adjacent. Now that term also proves to be the same over here when we talk about the angles. Pair of angles are considered to be adjacent angles when they have a common vertex and a common arm. Okay? And non-common arms are on either side of the common arm. अब ये common arm क्या है, non-common arm क्या है? You can see from the figure a common vertex. Here you can see ये point, intersecting point, and a common arm is this PQ. If I name it, then you can understand in a better way. Now PQ is the common arm between these two angles. Then uncommon arm, ray PB and ray PA. They are uncommon arms and they are on the other side of the common arm. Common arm के दो अलग अलग साइड में दिखने को मिलेंगे जो आर्म्स कॉमन नहीं है, बराबर, नॉट सेम फॉर, and so you have understood this. Then 1 and 2 is considered to be a pair of adjacent angles. But if I draw a figure like this, and another angle emerging out like this, are they adjacent angles? 1 and 2? Angle 1 and angle 2, are they adjacent angles? They are adjacent angles. Now we are going to talk about linear pair. Our next topic is about linear pair, related angles. The fourth one we are going to talk about, and how they are formed. This is a line which is being intersected by a common line segment or a ray, and when you add these two adjacent angles, measure angle 1 and measure angle 2, it gives you 180 degree. What is the difference between a linear pair and a supplementary angles? In supplementary angles, two angles in the pair, two angles can be separate. They don't share a common arm, right? So two different angles with such measures, when you add them, you get 180 degree. But linear pair is such a pair where they share one common arm. Both the angles share a common arm, or they have a common arm, and they are adjacent to each other. And so when you add these two angles and we get 180 degree, then they are considered to be a pair of linear angles. They are called linear pair. Okay. So similarly, to find out if angle 1 is given to you, measure angle 1 is given to you 150 degree. Then what's going to be measure angle 2? What will be the measure angle 2? The measure angle 2 is going to be 180 degree minus measure angle 1. And what do we get? 180 degree minus 150 degree gives you 30 degree. Is as simple as you calculated for complementary angles as well as supplementary angles. Is that clear, children? Hope you have understood. It's very simple. Measure angle 1 plus measure angle 2 gives you 180 degree in linear pair. In linear pair, it's 1 plus 2, 180 degree. If either of the angle is given to you, then the other angle, to find out what you have to do, you will subtract the given angle from 180 degree and you will get the answer. Is that clear to you? Today we have studied about adjacent angles and we have also studied about linear pair. Understood? Now before we move on to exercise 5.1, I would like to explain you the last topic so that you will be able to solve exercise 5.1 easily. And the fifth related angle we are going to talk about is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Okay. So these were the different angles today we have studied about up till now. They are formed by the intersection of more than one line or line segments. Okay, more than one lines or line segments, by their intersection, the angles which have emerged out, we have studied about it. And among them, the last one which we are going to study right now is about vertically opposite angles, when two lines intersect like this, or two line segments intersect like this, then you can find two pairs of vertically opposite angles in each case. In this case, if I name it A, B, C, D and the intersecting point as P, you can find the opposite angles, that is APD, angle APD, this angle, and angle CPB. If I number it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, then angle 1 and angle 3, they are pair of vertically opposite angles. And what is the specialty about it? If angle 1 is 30 degree, then angle 3 is also going to be 30 degree. Pair of vertically opposite angles carry same measurement. Understood? So angle APD, this can be read as DPA also, will be equal to angle CPB. Okay, measure angle APD is equal to measure angle CPB. So they are as their vertically opposite angles. And what about angle 2 and angle 4? They are also going to be same. How? If I press this, You just see. Children, see, along with the concept, now, not only I am clearing out the concept, even I am teaching you how will you find out if one of the measure angle is given when two lines are intersecting each other, and one measure is given to you and you have to find out the measures of the rest of the angles. So now angle APD is given to you 30 degree. I am just covering up the lower part. Now what type of pair they form, or you can say 1 and 2, angle 1 and angle 2, they form linear pair, they are adjacent to each other, and also they form a linear pair because they are formed by the intersection of a ray and a line where the ray is the common arm for both the angles. ये common है, PD, ray PD is common arm to angle 1 and angle 2. तो ये linear pair हुआ. And to find out the second angle in a linear pair, what do you do? आप 180 में से given angle subtract करोगे. तो when I'll subtract 30 from 180, what will I get? I will get 150 degree. What will I get? I'll get 150 degree. So I got angle, measure angle DPB 150. Then what's going to be angle 4? It's going to be 150 degree. Why? Because 2 and 4, they are vertically opposite angles formed by the intersection of line CD and line AB. Is that clear? So two pairs of vertically opposite angles, if you you will get two pairs of vertically opposite angles when two lines intersect each other. Okay? And vertically opposite इसलिए कहते हैं कि ये दो vertically आमने सामने हैं. So 1 and 3 vertically opposite, or 2 and 4 they are vertically opposite angles. 1 and 3 measurements same, 2 and 4 their measurements will be same. Clear? We move on to the line segments. EF, we name it EF, and P, Q, they intersect at O, right? I name them 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy way of naming it: angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. नंबर द एंगल्स, एंगल को आप नंबर दे दो, फिर आप एंगल 1, एंगल 2, एंगल 3 करके चलो, ताकि आपको इतना बड़ा नाम नहीं लिखना पड़े, लाइक एंगल EOQ. बहुत सारे बच्चे गलती करते हैं लिखते वक्त एंगल. इस एंगल को किस तरह से पढ़ोगे? दिस एंगल विल बी रेड एज, आर्म देखो EOQ. फिर आओ नंबर 2 पे, किस तरह से रीड करोगे? QOF. इसको आप FOQ भी पढ़ सकते हो, दो तरह से पढ़ सकते हो, बिकॉज 2 आर्म्स आर देयर. नाउ मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट थर्ड आर्म, FOP हो गया तीसरा, एंड द फोर्थ वन POE, right? So instead of reading those big names, you write it angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अगर आपको मेज़र लिखना है तो मेज़र M लगा के एंगल 1 लगाओ. यहाँ पे मैंने डाला है I've written here, say this is 40 degree, angle 1 is 40, then the rest of the angles find out. What will you do? तो ये क्या, पहले ऑपोजिट एंगल लिख डालो, इज इक्वल टू मेजर एंगल 3 हो गया, एंगल 1 और एंगल 3 हो गया 40 डिग्री. बाकी बचे 2, जो आप पहले 4 को कैलकुलेट करो या तो फिर 2 को कैलकुलेट करो, वन एंड द सेम. अगर 4 को कैलकुलेट करना है तो ये 2 एडजेसेंट एंगल्स और ये दोनों लीनियर पेयर भी बनते हैं. तो 180 माइनस 40 मेजर एंगल 2 ले लो या फिर 4 ले लो, 180 minus 40 gives you 140 degree. वो मेजर एंगल 4 हुआ तो वो मेजर एंगल 2B हुआ. Okay, because angle 4 and angle 2, they are vertically opposite angle. So this will be 140 and this is also going to be 140. Hope you have understood how to find out the angles, rest of the angles. If one of the 4 angle is given to you when two lines or two line segments are intersecting each other and forming two pairs of vertically opposite angles. So the first one which we have studied under related angles, when two lines or two line segments are intersecting each other, we get few pairs of angles, okay, which we call it as related angles. Now the first one we have studied under it is complementary pairs, then supplementary pairs, then adjacent angles. From the adjacent angles we have come to know about the linear pairs, and finally pair of vertically opposite angles. These pairs we get when two lines or two line segments intersect each other. Based on these concepts, we are going to solve exercise 5.1.